as I sit here and look at these plants, I start looking at all the different lights that I've used. Man, have I used a lot of lights over the last couple decades. Like, I really started with just metal halide, these great big bulbs. Like, we're talking like back in the 80s. Woo! I mean, Maple Ridge, going in with, then we got HPS, right? High pressure sodium, those were fun. Then I have the dual bulb, ceramic metal halide and HPS. It had a little metal halide in the 350s, and then the 600s, and the 750s, and the Gavitas, and then the LEDs, and the Spectrum Kings, and the Spider Farmers, and the Vector Spiders, and then there's Alias LED. That was one of the big ones for me, huge. It was one that really opened up the whole gates to my whole way of looking. Then Grandmaster LED came out with light recipes. And man, can you just see the difference? As you can see right now, we're running all white. We're coming down to the end, and as we start coming down to the end, we start looking at the light recipes and how light recipes truly work. We start looking at patterns. Patterns of seasons, patterns of growth, patterns of light. So when you're outside, think in the spring how the light is outside. Think in the summer how bright it is. You gotta put on sunglasses, it's so bright. Or think in the fall how it's a lot dimmer, even though the sun is out. Not hurting your eyes as much. The same thing's gotta happen in your garden. Understand light recipes. I talk about it in my book, LED, The Keys to Growing Future. If you don't have a copy, you can grab a copy down below. It's free PDF. If you want to buy a copy, please go to Amazon. If you want a signed copy, go to JohnBerfelo.com, click there, make sure there, and I sign any hand copy that comes from my website, of course. And of course, you get a free gift. That's what I do for my own personal stuff. So I wanted to throw that out there for you guys. So as we look at all of these different light recipes and how things have gone through patterns, start seeing the difference, right? So the same pigments you see outside in growth in the Mother Nature, you want to do inside your garden. You want to make sure you follow these same patterns. It's pattern recognition. Recognize the patterns that you've seen in your garden and outside. Utilize those patterns are going to be key. Then comes next, pattern recreation by adding different light recipes, adding lights at the top, understanding far right, coming down below and really dialing it under canopy lights and seeing these differences. By looking at new patterns, we create new pattern recognition, we create new pattern utilization, and we create new pattern growth. That's what's been going on with this particular grow. We've been utilizing light recipes. This has been a key thing for me. Best thing about that is really understanding the recipes, and when we get into the next grow, we really start dialing it in, because this was right now is just setting things up, feeling it, gaining that rapport, feeling the lights, becoming friends, understanding, feeling it out, seeing what can you truly do. Let's get to know each other first, right? Let's get to know each other first. That's the most important thing. You just can't jump in and go, I know it right away. You have to get to know your light, get to know your garden, get to know your strains that we've been growing here for over a decade. We know these strains. NZOG, MKU, Death Bubba, like we know our strains. Rockstar, yeah. These are the strains that have been growing. We've known these strains for so long. So understanding the strains, understanding the lights, now it's really getting to understand the recipes that get great. So more is coming from this garden in such a huge way. As we really dial it down here to the end, we understand the light recipes. We've gone through this whole grow. The next grow, wait till you see it. I'm gonna talk about the different light recipes that are offered through, that's right, through Grandmaster level. They got some amazing lights. They got some amazing light recipes, and how we're gonna utilize these light recipes, how we're gonna set the different timers, and exactly what you need to know. Put a link down below. What are you looking at understanding in the next grow or in this grow? What have you seen? What patterns are you utilizing? And are you using under canopy lights? If you're not, you can grab the link below and you can start with those right away. There's a code down there for you to start growing with what? You guessed it, Grandmaster LEDs. Understanding the light recipes. That's gonna be a key thing that we do here right now. We get right down here, we're starting to see the color change. We're seeing the patterns in the change of growth, patterns in seasons, patterns of lights. And you're gonna utilize this right to the end. Wait till we come down to the end. That's gonna be right around the corner. I keep these ones just beautiful. We're gonna come, whoa, check this out. You can definitely see the strains growing in here and the differences and how they all are. So, of course, the humidifier is off. The dehumidifiers are cruising. And we're gonna come back here. I'm getting right down to the end here, guys. We're gonna see you here right down to the very end as we dial it down, and we have a nice little secret here coming out at the end. That's right. We've been using the Greenway Growmaster and understanding the whole ticket around this, and that to you guys is free. You can go to the Greenway AI resource section and use these tools. They're gifts for free, and there's your free gifts. That's the gifts of the grow. You guys keep growing. This is what we got going on. Looking forward to continue using all the secret little agents we're using, and we caught some cool stuff with the mom room. I'm gonna come back with that next video and talk more about what we're growing on there and understanding strains and understanding genetics and how they're being utilized and their uptake and who's pushing them and who's breeding them and why strains take more magnesium or less magnesium. We found some cool information and we're gonna keep growing in here. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Say yes.